Hello, everybody, and welcome back to some more Saints Gaming Rocket League action. My name is Jackson Deprived Brown, joined alongside John or Billabang. How you doing tonight, John?
I'm doing great. Another great night for Rocket League. We saw last night the gold team just absolutely dominated their competition, and I'm looking forward to another night of interesting Rocket League and hopefully some fun times between these two teams.
Oh, for sure. So tonight we got the St. Clair Saints green roster, and then we got Carleton white. So we're gonna do a quick little brief rundown of these rosters competing here tonight. So the St. Clair Saints green roster will consist of two new players and one returning player. The returning player being the all known and loved Kamal. He'll be coming back for us this season. He lit it up last season, so super excited to see him come out here and compete again. Joining alongside him, we have Nitrix and Ramen. And I'm really excited to see how this roster does together. You mean Kamal probably going to be the leader kind of behind the scenes in that game, calling the shots a bit, getting everybody in kind of group and in line and everything like that, and performing like, how they did last season. We were talking about this before game, how they did last season, competing top six, top eight in most of these pools. Very good stuff there from the Saints, and they will be going against Carleton White. You want to take it away with that roster? Go right ahead.
Yeah, so Carlton White, we were having a little bit of trouble with their names, but we've settled on Resonance, Mr. Lazy Boy 6, and Not ICU Dare. So Not ICU. Might have to give him a little nickname there, but those are the three players for Carlton. They do have a sub named Sir Spicy. We'll see if he ends up coming. But yeah, I want to talk more about Saints Gaming Green roster. Obviously, Kamal returning back, the only returning player on either of these rosters. It puts a lot on his shoulders because I think if you're, going into your second year at the college, obviously Nitrix and Ramen, new guys, it kind of puts a lot more on your shoulders to be that in-game leader and to give yourself, that leadership role that maybe you weren't comfortable in last year, but you got to kind of grow into it now.
Oh yeah, for sure. I completely agree with that one. And that's exactly kind of what I was getting at there with that, leadership role on his shoulders, gonna have to go after things and kind of teach them the old strats. I hope that they're all able to adapt well together. I know for a fact last night we saw the gold roster, they adapted well. So let's take a quick look at the league they are going to be playing in, the division, the group, sorry, I should say, that they will be competing in here tonight. The group league format is going to be that the teams are split up into four groups of 8 and 9 teams. We looked at another group with the gold roster that we looked at last night when they played. But within that group, every team going to be playing each other once in these best of five matches, this being the round robin. And the top teams at the end of the season going to be added directly into the top 16 double elimination championship bracket, that being playoffs. Going to be very interesting to see there overall. And then the teams that don't make that top two in their group will compete in a last chance qualifier double elimination bracket, fighting for the last 8 spots in the championship bracket. The seeds will be determined by their finishing position in the LCQ, the last chance qualifier, and prizing for the season is to be announced later in the season. So it's going to be a very exciting format overall. So now if we go into the seeds going into week one, we're going to take a look at all the players, or sorry, all the teams, I should say, the Saints will be competing in. How about you give a quick rundown of this, John?
Yeah, so we got Saints Green, University of Ottawa A, the PD Golfers, University of Windsor, McGill Redbirds, Guelph Griffins Blue, Humber Saffron, Tricolor, and Carlton White. And I want to highlight University of Ottawa, a really, really good team last year that did really well for themselves. And University of Windsor, we will be playing them in, I believe it's 2 weeks. So it's going to be an exciting match. Obviously, they've been around for a couple of years now, and their roster's only been getting better. And it's just, it feels really good to have a local grudge match that you can, talk about and you can look forward to in the next coming weeks.
Yeah, and let's talk a little bit more about this match here now. Looking at the current standings, we have the St. Clair Saints green roster in at the first seed and Carlton White down there at the ninth seed. I mean, very similar to what we saw last night. But it's just looking like if you just look at here, pure standings wise already going into the seeding, coming into things, it's looking like Saints gonna have a little bit of a favorite over Carlton White tonight, and it's gonna be Carlton White gonna have to come out here and really bring their A game if they want to compete with the Saints roster.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tough for me to see Carlton putting a real dent into the green team. Although, like we said yesterday, it is summer and anything can happen. Obviously, these teams haven't really played a ton with each other. Obviously, just had that one early tournament that the Saints green team played in, and they did place very well. I believe it was fourth place they got in that tournament. So they did really well for themselves, but it's still summer. It's still really early. And, there's always that shakedown of what's going to happen going into, the rest of the season. So, and I do want to remind everyone again, we are all for Saints Pride here. We'll be donating a $1 per goal. We'll be going to Pride, and I believe it's
Windsor Essex Pride
yes,
Fest is where
thank
all
you,
the money will
Windsor
be
Essex Pride
going to.
Fest. Yeah, so $10 per win and $25 per sweep. We managed to rack up $54 yesterday. Very impressive by the gold team, and we're going to see maybe Green wants to outdo them and get some more money towards a good cause.
Yeah, honestly, I'd really like to hit that $100 marker tonight. It would be amazing to see that if the Saints can rack up there, but it's going to be hard to compete with because last night 19 goals, 0 against for that gold roster, and let's see what the boys over in the green roster can do this time around. But overall, I mean, even then, near the end of the last game, I remember last night we were watching the other teams. They saw what we were doing for this cause, and they say, all right, we're gonna lose this one anyways. Let's put a goal in our own net. Let's donate an extra dollar to a good cause. I don't know. I just find that amazing to
I
see.
mean,
It's
it's
not
really
bad
good to see. It's really funny to see. Well, it's not. I mean, it's funny to see, but it's for a good cause, and we
for
really
sure,
do
for sure.
appreciate what they're doing, and they understand. Obviously, it's nice too because you're in a summer league. You're here for fun. Obviously, right now the guys are just kind of feeling each other out. There's not really any implications. It's just a little bit of prize money at the end. So it is kind of this non-competitive feel for a lot of these guys, and obviously, like they both do want to win, but it is definitely interesting to see how they compete and how they have fun and how they communicate with each other. And it's going to be better, as you go on in the season. It provides these stories of like how both of these teams will turn out. And when we do see them later on in some other leagues in the fall, it'll definitely be interesting to see how things have turned around for these guys going into the rest of the season.
Completely agree with that one. We are going to be starting here in just a moment. We are right around the corner. So excited. I mean, we've given our quick oh my gosh. Butcher my
Quick
words here.
brief, quick
Quick
brief.
brief rundown on what this match is up at hand here between the St. Clair Saints and Carleton. Or sorry, St. Clair Saints Green. I got to get used to this whole having two rosters
So
thing here.
okay,
So
it'll take a little bit.
St. Clair Saints Green, Carleton White. Players are joining the lobby right now. Timer is about to get activated. I know I am excited. Let's see this new roster.
More
Let's see what
Saints
they
Rocket
can
League. Let's
do.
go.
Let's go. That's what we like to see. All right. The face-off has begun, and now we are going to get things underway. St. Clair Saints looking to get things started on that blue side here tonight.
Yeah, looks like they are going to be pushing pretty hard on the offensive here. Nice pass back by Ramen. Going to beat Kamal, actually. Going to go up on the wall looking for someone in the middle. Not getting anyone there. He's going to beat him with a dribble, but nice save there by Nitrix. First save by him so far in this season, and it's looking really well for Carleton here, actually. Good offensive push. Just 30 seconds into this game, and they're already pushing for a goal here early in this one.
Yeah, that's one thing I've been very interested to see, what the offensive pressure is going to be like here from the Saints. Looking like they're getting some decent shot opportunities here. It's going to be Ramen. Dribbles it into the bottom right corner. Finds the goal on that one. St. Clair with an early 1-0 lead, only 44 seconds into this matchup.
Yeah, Ramen with a good move there. Beat the defender in the one-on-one. Couldn't quite make it all the way to that ball. And St. Clair Saints strike first. 1-0 for them, 45 seconds into this one. Doing really well. And it looks like might have a little bit of issue here.
Yeah, but anyways, only a minute remaining here. Oh, sorry, a minute through this game. And the Saints going to find another one. Ramen on with the second one of the night.
Oh. So it looks like we did lose Kamal there, so we might be having to restart this one, but not a big deal. It is what it is. But St. Clair Saints already looking really good in this first game. I think, yeah, looks like they're going to keep playing, I guess. So they'll just play on. Unfortunately, Kamal did lose connection, so it is going to be a 2v3 here for the moment. We'll see what the Saints are going to do with this one. Definitely an early challenge to start off this first game of the season.
Here's what you got to look at it like this, right? We have the 2-goal lead. Let's try to at least keep up the offense with what we can do. But for now, we know we can do this with two players. Let's just play the defense game. We have this 2-goal cushion. Play our best Rocket League. We can come through and still win this. And they're still finding shots. Like, look at that opportunity from right there from Nitrix. I mean, it's going to be, this is where things get tough. When you only have
I
one player to
see.
really fall back, but Ramen doing his job perfectly, and Nitrix going to be there to help.
Yeah, so it looks like they're really repelling this attack pretty well. There's an onslaught of shots going into the net, but Nitrix be there to stop it. There's going to be no one back, but Nitrix is going to be there
Wow.
again to make that save. And they're holding strong despite being down a player. They're playing really, really well, rotating between these two guys really good. And I think this is an excellent bonding opportunity for Ramen and Nitrix
Yeah,
to start out the
the two new
season.
players. I mean, that's what's amazing to see, right? Kamal could be sitting in front from the sidelines, just like, guys, like, let's go. You got this. Like, let's go. I can't make it back into the game, but you burned already another minute and a half off the clock. We're up 2-0. They scored once Kamal was gone. If they put another one in the net here, it's going to make a huge difference. They are going to be continuing to play this defense. Half the game already over. See what Carleton can do.
Yeah, it's all on Carleton right now. They are up in a man advantage in this situation. They're really going to have to try and pour this onslaught into the net. They need to start clearing this ball out further than just to midfield because Ramen and Nitrix just rotating back through those mid boosts. That's going to be
Wow.
a goal. Ramen
Hat-trick.
picking up a hat trick already in this 3-0 in a 2v3. Just absolute domination by these guys. 2 versus 3, and they're still picking up goals like it's nothing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna have to completely agree with you there. Your St. Clair Saints now leading 3-0, only 2 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. You know, we definitely still could see Carleton come out here, and they still have lots of time left to work with, and they do have that player advantage. They're, oh my god, the defense. The Ramen's just all around playing both sides right now. We've seen him have impeccable saves. We've seen him have impeccable offensive plays. So let's see what happens here. I mean, so far 3-0. Carleton gonna have to find one here soon though to break into the Saints lead.
Yeah, for sure. Nitrix looking for a tip up off the roof. Ramen.
Oh
Oh, Nitrix going to take
man.
it himself. Off the roof. Gets the double tap. Absolutely beautiful. Just gives him a little tip towards the net. Goes all the way down with a half rotation. Pops it in the top shelf. And you can't get a better aerial goal than that.
Yeah, 4-0 lead now here for the Saints with only a minute 45 remaining. If you're Carleton, you're getting a little worried because honestly, it doesn't look the best to be giving up that many goals in this 2v3, you know? I mean, you have that player advantage. This should be anything but your favor in the game here, at least having more time on the attack, but every time they do get a shot on, it seems as if Ramen or Nitrix are there to immediately send it back into the Carleton zone.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem like they can fully get this ball past this midfield. Really struggling. And I feel like they do need to control it more instead of just throwing it towards the Saints net because every time they just,
Oh my
another
god,
goal.
oh my
Ramen going to
goodness.
pick up a fourth, make it 5-0. And they're just all over this game. They're controlling every aerial ball that comes their way. And Carleton just really struggling to keep control of this one. It seems like they're just kind of throwing it out towards the midfield, hoping that it'll go past one of these guys. But Nitrix and Ramen holding firm and not letting this lead disappear.
Yeah, I mean, it's just getting right around time. If another goal goes through from the Saints, like right around this time right here, this could be chalked here for the side of Carleton. I mean, it's still just sitting right in front of their net at this point. It's looking pretty concerning. You see the guys, Renaissance and so will be making their way towards the net. They find one.
Oh, I see you there. Picks up his first goal of the game on a beautiful rotation. Interesting bump there. Gives him a little bit of an advantage, but nice hit. And they break the shutout 5-1 and a little bit of momentum towards Carleton.
Yeah, Nitrix, though, was just right behind the shot. Wasn't able to get that boost or anything to go through and find that save. Carleton gonna stop the shutout from happening. That's the first goal against a Saints Rocket League roster in this summer league. So far, we are 24-1 on goals between both rosters. Nitrix gonna make it 25. That is another one coming through from the Saints, 6-1. And I think we're gonna have to chalk this one up here, John. I mean, it's getting to the time where you're gonna have to score almost a goal every 5 seconds.
Yeah, I think like we said in the beginning before the game started, it was pretty well Saints favored. And you know, when they're winning 6-1 in a 2 versus 3, I think they're just a lot higher skill level, I guess, than the players on Carleton. Unfortunately, it just doesn't seem that they can get anything to go their way. Mr. Lazyboy with play in the midfield here, but Ramen going to be in the back to stop that one. Shot, going to go up. Not going to be able to get the second touch, though. 10 seconds left here, and I think this one is all but over. Just absolute domination
Oh
again
my
by
god, the
Nitrix.
one-timer!
Gonna pick up the 7-1 Brazil and pick himself up a hat trick as well. These two guys just unstoppable at this point. Just kind of flexing on Carleton right now.
Okay, before this game, we literally said, I want to see how these players do, like how they're working together. Do you see that play right there? Phenomenal. Just passing it right back to his teammate, just letting that happen. And it's going to be your St. Clair Saints up 7-1. Could we find another goal here? It's going to go up off the crossbar. No one there to touch it. Bounces off the ground again. That's going to hit the ground, and that's going to be a 7-1 final. $7 more now added to that total money made, and it's going to be now up to 61.
61.
So
That's I don't really have a lot of words for that one. And that was just a 2v3 where they just utterly dominated every facet of it. And I do feel like a lot of it was the same as yesterday, where the opposing team really just struggled to clear the ball out. And they would kind of just kick it to mid and then hope it would get past one of these guys. But they just stood strong, held firm in the midfield. And as soon as they saw an opening, they were just at it like predators.
yeah, so I mean, here we are now, ready to load up into game two. I mean, so far so good here for the Saints, coming off of a 7-1 win, and just like we see in chat right here from Atmosphere, it says welcome back Kamal. Yeah, welcome back Kamal. Gets removed from the game instantly. It's a nice greeting back to Saints Rocket League, but he's finally made it into this one, like you said. And now we got your Saints coming back in action here with a full roster. Could be even more scarier now.
Yeah, for sure. I think Kamal returning here into this game, I think he's got a little bit of stored up energy from waiting out that first one. So definitely something to watch out for. He off the post, doesn't quite get it in there. Nice clear by ICU there for the moment. Nitrix looking for something else off the wall. Kamal going to pass it out to the midfield, and Ramen, nice save by ICU there. Again, excellent defense by him, and the shot going to go in. Saved by Mr. Lazy Boy, and nice clear. They do finally get it out of their own zone, but the first 45 seconds of this game have just been all Saints so far.
Yeah, for sure. And right now, currently sitting still at the 0-0 scoreline. Minute into things, it's a good job there from Carleton. Similar to what we saw last night. Again, I know I keep referring to last night, but it's kind of like the same thing. It's like rinse and repeat, because the second game was scoreless after the first minute and a half, saying, hey, the other roster playing much better here now in the second game, adapting to the Saints offense a little bit. But then near the end, Saints just grabbed a grip on things and just shut things down. So let's see what happens. 0-0, but now Nitrix finds the back of the net.
Picks up his first goal of the game. Kamal with the aerial beats one. Doesn't quite beat the second, but that's okay because Nitrix is there to pop it in the back of the net. 1-0. And Kamal with his first assist of the season. Definitely a good feeling to come back in Saints Rocket League and put on a good performance so far in the second game.
Yeah, so Kamal's now going for an aerial. Oh my god. He just double dribbled that in the air, just completely blew it past the defenders, and he's going to find the back of the net as his reward. This tap right here is what changed everything. Look at both those cars were going down to go where the ball was originally directed to, but that double tap there just completely redirecting that ball. Amazing stuff from the Saints. 2-0 lead here now, only a minute and a half into things.
I think one of the most dangerous moves in the entire game of Rocket League is a flip reset. If you can perfect the flip reset, it is just an unbelievable feeling. And looks like a wide open net for Carleton here. They're not going to be able to get it. They'll pass towards the middle, but no one there to pick it up. So it's going to be cleared out by Nitrix with a nice save. Good opportunity there for Carleton, but weren't able to take advantage of it. But I was saying, Kamal being able to hit that flip reset, that's something a lot of high-level Rocket League players. Kamal picking up his second goal of this game, actually. And he's doing so well here in his first game back. Already 3-0, just over 2 minutes into this one. Just like we said, scary enough at 2 people, and 3 people that are just looking unstoppable.
Yeah, exactly. Could not agree more with that one there once again. And now the Saints going to be taking the face-off here down in midfield. 3-0 lead, like we were saying. Only 2 minutes into this one. Looking to maybe find another one. Ramen going for his 4th shot of the game. Hasn't been able to find the back of the net, though. And let's see if that's going to change here soon. I know during that first game there, we saw him just go completely nuts around that goal. And it's going to be really interesting to see if we can find the back of the net here once again. Good opportunity there from Carleton, but they will not find the net. and it's going to be the Saints looking to take this one back onto the offense.
Yeah, they are going to be pushing it towards the middle. Nitrix with a
Oh my
shot off the
goodness.
back of the net, and 4-0. Just over halfway into this game, just absolute domination here. As soon as the ball just gets in the offensive zone, it just seems like the Cars are finding the back of the net. And obviously, a lot of practice these guys have had together. They did play in that earlier summer tournament you're talking about. And, Nitrix and Ramen bonding really well in that first game. Kamal, really, really good compliment. He's been an offensive monster so far in this one. And I think it's only going to continue here in game number 2.
Yeah, I mean, I'm honestly quite shocked that he hasn't found the back of the net yet. If I was a betting man and it said would Ramen score in this game, I'd hammer the yes. So there's still lots of time for him to work with though. So 2 minutes remain on the clock. Carleton University looking to find an answer to the Saints' offensive pattern, but really they're struggling to get out of their zone. We've been talking about this like crazy all night already throughout the first game and a half. But there's the offense.
Nice job.
I see you there. Gonna find that goal. It's gonna be 4-1 here now. Carleton White going to be getting a little bit of momentum now under them. They still have a lot of time to work with to come back.
Yeah, really important for him to get a goal on the board here. I see you there picking up his second goal of this series. He did have the only other goal in the first game, so he's been doing really well for himself in this series so far. Obviously, it is a team effort, but it's definitely good to get those stats up. And now it looks like, shot gonna go on net post.
Oh, wow.
And Nitrix gonna clean it up, get himself a hat trick here, and another $1 into the Pride Fest fund.
Yeah, these hat tricks. I mean, how many Saints hat tricks do you think we've seen already throughout last night's game and tonight's game? It's phenomenal. It's a crazy high number.
It's a lot.
It is a lot. It is a lot. So your Saints now going to be leading 5-1, minute and a half on the clock. If you're from the side of Carleton, you need to find a goal here in the next, I'd say, half a minute if you still want to have a chance to fight back in this one.
Yeah, for sure. And I think they've given themselves a lot of good opportunities. It just seems like their finishing is just not quite where. Ooh, with a good move by Rom, and he beats 2, and he scores a goal. Just absolutely breaks the ankles of the defenders there. Gave them no shot to even go for that ball. Fakes them both out with that little hesitation. Pops in the empty net, and well played by him. 6-1 the scoreline now. Just absolute domination here by the Saints.
Yeah, just like that, 6-1 game for the Saints there. And they are going to be taking this one back onto the offense, right back to where they belong, right there where they're comfortable on the offensive position. They are going to be trying to find yet another shot on net. Kamal going to stop that ball from getting sent into the Saints territory. Ramen now from up top looking to take it down, but that's going to be intercepted there from Lazy Boy as he sends that to midfield. Kamal, though, just hanging around that midfield position, ready and always keeping that ball in the Carleton zone. That's just so lethal for the Saints this year, as they're doing such a good job of playing midfield where it'll never go into their zone completely.
Yeah, the pressure they put on offense is just unrelenting. It's so hard to keep up with them, because it seems like as soon as you get an opportunity to clear, they're just in midfield already waiting for you to try and clear that ball. Nice save by Lazy Boy there to keep his team alive here for the last 20 seconds. But Ramen gonna shoot it back towards the net. Not gonna go in though. He's gonna try it a third time. Nice clear there by I see you there. I think that's gonna be it for this game though. Just 10 seconds left to wrap it up. Shot gonna go towards the Saints net. Not gonna be in it from there. Ball looking for the clear. On the back wall, 2-1, and that's gonna be it. Saints Gaming Green take game number 2 in decidedly good fashion, and that's gonna be $6 more, and we'll see how many more we get in this series.
Yeah, I mean, if one more game win here for the Saints, and they got, I think it is another 25, 35. Yeah, they get the win plus the 25. They get another 35 there added to the board. And that would, so what, we're a 6th team. That would put us over the 100. If we win this last game, we are going to have over $100 raised for this Windsor Essex Pride Fest. Going to be very interesting to see. Only one away from getting things into action.
Yeah, it's definitely just absolute domination by the Saints in just about every part of the game. Definitely a couple goals scored by the opposing team. So well played by them. But now we will just take a pause for a quick ad break. That's going to be it, looks like. Go
We
ahead.
got St. Clair College Green versus University of Waterloo, Sunday, 8 p.m. on twitch.tv/Saints Gaming CAs, aka the channel you're watching right now. So be sure to drop a follow and stay tuned for some more action on the Saints Gaming channel being Rocket League. Great start from the side of Carleton.
The first lead that Carleton has had in this entire series. Quick goal by ICU there, picking up his third goal of the series, doing really well for himself, and giving his team a breath of life here in this third one.
Yeah, and now with that 1-0 lead, that's going to be, the very first lead they've had throughout this whole series, and it's really going to cause the Saints to be on the back foot here now, but I don't think they're going to be too stressed, considering the scorelines we've seen in these past few games. Saints should be able to adjust to this quite easily and able to, get a goal of their own. It's going to be Rahman right here in front of the net trying to center that ball, but the defense of Carleton looking good so far as the demolition does come through onto Rahman, and it will get him out of this game for a few seconds.
Yeah, so he's going to pause there for a second here, but definitely a different tactic we're seeing here in this third game. I think I saw like maybe one or two demolitions in the first two games, but now I think we've seen 3 or 4 already in this one. Nice dribbles there by ICU there. That's going to be empty. 2-0 for Carleton here in game number 3, and ICU there just picking up all the slack for his team. Beats both defenders on a interesting double commit that they took in the midfield there. 2-0 for Carleton, just under a minute into this game, and not looking so confident in this third one for Saints Green.
No, they're down 2-0 here now. We've seen them completely pull things out in these past games, so I wouldn't be too worried if you're from the Saints perspective here, but you do have Carleton playing a much better Rocket League here now, and it's got to be a little bit worrying. Carleton definitely getting some momentum now under them, saying, hey, we got this game. We have this 2-goal cushion. Let's play our typical Carleton Rocket League and come out on top. But it's going to be Saints try and take this one on the offense and find a goal of their own. Nitrix putting this one up in the center position. ICU there looking to play the defense, but it's going to end up right in front of Carleton goal. Kamal has it in the corner, looks to send it up over the defender. The defender going to get a hold of it, though, and that is going to be... Oh, my God. Rahman keeping it in the zone. John, we got intense play here, man.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of offensive pressure here from Saints Green, which is what they do well, but a nice clear there. And, Rahman not going to be able to make contact with that one. It means it's going to go right in front of the net. Kamal going to take it, going to control it all the way across the net. Nice clear there to get it up to Kamal again. Looking for someone in the middle here. Taps it there, but nice defense. Shift towards the middle. 3 people from Carleton there. Triple commit in front of the net does give them opportunity, but no, they're not going to be able to make contact with it. And Carleton University with a 2-goal lead here, almost halfway in this game. Really putting on a show in this third one. They are not going to go with Carleton, but that's going to be a Nitrix. Scores the first goal of the game for Saints Green, and that might be dangerous for Carleton.
Yeah, you have that 2-goal lead cushion, and you say, hey, we can let one in, and we still have, the lead in this game, but not anymore. Saints find the back of the net, make this one a 2-1 game. Only a 1-possession game being that, and it's going to be the Saints really looking to take advantage of that and come out and try to find another one. But it's going to be Carleton on the offense here now.
Kamal's going to push towards mid. Pass going to go up over top of the net. Kamal looking for that, but nice clear there. ICU there has done so well in these games. He scored the only goals for his team so far in all of these ones. And Kamal looking for an aerial. Going to get one tap. Going to beat one. Going to look for the other two, but no. They're going to stop him in front of the net here. Saints looking dangerous. Looking for an opportunity here to tie up this game. It's not looking too good for Carleton right now. It seems like they can't just keep it in the offensive zone. Resonance going for an aerial, but doesn't quite make contact with it. It's going to go towards the middle. Kamal looking for the aerial shot. Going to go towards the net, but nice save. Again, Mr. Lazy Boy on the backside, able to stop that one. And Kamal looking for another shot off the top. Not going to be able to get down in time, but his teammate is Nitrix. Sneaks in underneath the goalie and gives himself a second goal. We're all tied up here in game number 3.
Nitrix just let that rotate to the side there to tuck it right into the bottom left. There's such a little gap that he could score through, and he found it. Amazing stuff there from the Saints to tie things up. Minute and 50 remain. I mean, if another team scores here in this regular play, it's going to be huge to get that lead. And it's going to be Rahman.
Rahman
picks up, find that goal.
Yeah, picks up a goal for Saints, gives them a lead, and they've just been playing so well here in this last 2 minutes. They've scored 3 goals in a row. And I think maybe those 2 early goals shook them up a bit, but now that they're on their feet again, it just seems like the offensive onslaught never stops.
Yeah, they pick things right back up on their feet, like you were just saying, and they're feeling themselves again, and they're feeling back into their groove. The shots just continuing
Ooh,
to go through. Ramen finding his second goal in the matter of, like, I think it was what, like 8 seconds between those two. He's gonna
something
get
like
another
that.
one in the back of the net, and that's gonna put Saints now at their 2 goal cushion that they all know and love. Only a minute 37 remains. Now this is where it gets stressful for Carleton. They have to do exactly what they did in the beginning of this game, but you have to do it again.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for me to see them coming back here. There's just so much momentum for Saints Green right now. It just seems like everything they do is going to be, oh, Ramen
Dude, he's not
picks up the
stopping.
hat trick and slips it through all three players from Carleton there. Beats every single one of them off the ground. A nice little tip off the wheel. Goes through both defenders. Caught them with their pants down. Unfortunately, that is going to be another goal scored and a 5-2 lead opened up. And Carleton just looked so good for them. But it's just, I guess once you lost that momentum when Nitrix scored a pair of goals for himself, it just blew this game wide open for Saints. And they're not slowing down anytime soon.
Yeah, it's point proven right here with Kamal finding a goal here. Now everybody from the Saints having a goal. You have 3 from Ramen, 2 from Nitrix, and 1 from Kamal here in this game already. 6-2, and we're getting right around that time where I'm saying it's going to be pretty hard for Carleton to find one here. It's going to be looking like we might get it chalked up momentarily.
Yeah, 6-2 the scoreline right now. Just absolute domination. And again, we were saying yesterday that Gold Saints Gold does this really well, and Saints Green doing it really, really well too. Is once they put the ball in the offensive zone, it just never seems to leave. It just seems so hard for these teams to clear this ball out from their own zone. And looks like Ramen gonna pick up
He's
his
on a
fourth
tear.
goal of the game. Absolute domination by him. And like I was saying, it just seems like they can't clear these balls. If you can't clear these balls, Saints Green is going to be all over you. Just keep pushing, pushing, pushing that ball towards the net until it does finally end up in the back.
That's his 4th goal in the last, like, minute and a half. Like, it's just been a complete tear here for Ramen. I mean, this was, like, I think it was, like, what, 2-2? Or 2-1 until Ramen found one, and then Ramen's just completely opened it up and has found a ton of goals. Yeah, it was 2-2 before he started scoring. But Ramen, yeah, like I was saying, just completely going huge for the side of the Saints to make it now the 7-2 game. Only 30 seconds to remain. It's going to be all up to Carleton to see whatever they can do. Lazy Boy with a save. But it's going to be the Saints looking to just keep up the pressure that they've been having on. Go and donate some more money to the Windsor Pride Fest from Ramen as he finds his 5th. He's looking for the double hat trick. 18 seconds remain, and your Saints are up 8-2.
Just absolute takeover by Saints Green here. They just showed no mercy. I think after those 2 goals were scored, they really turned it up. They really turned it on for these guys, and they really showed out. 8-2 the scoreline here. Looking for the double hat trick. Ramen going to be in the middle. He's going to look for the aerial shot off the ceiling. Not going to be enough to put it in the back of the net for the moment. 6 seconds left here. It's going to be all she wrote. Nitrix, last save of the game here. And Saints Green, just absolute domination in all 3 of these games. They did fall a little bit behind in that beginning of this one, but St. Clair Saints take game number 3 and they take the series in a 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, and that's gonna rack up the donations in towards the side of the Windsor Essex Pride Fest. We've, gotten another 110. Yeah, all the math comes through there from Danner's behind the scene. Huge shout out to him. $110 though, totally raised now for the Windsor Essex Pride Fest from the Saints Rocket League squads. 54 on day one, 56 tonight. And that is just what we love to see. We got to win, we got to sweep, and we got tons of goals to go along with it. Now, in the OCRS, both your Saints rosters will be 1-0 with a 3-0 map count, or sorry, I should say game count over all of their opponents. That should put them tied for first in both their groups. I mean, it's looking amazing for the guys right now, and this roster looks amazing. The gold roster looks amazing. I'm sure you're gonna have to agree with me there, John. They have just came out
Yeah.
absolutely swinging.
Oh yeah, they've just absolutely dominated these guys, putting a little bit of fear in the rest of the group, saying we're out here not just to win, we're out here to absolutely dominate all of these teams and let them know, what kind of skill sets they have. And it's so scary looking at both of them because you have threats in defense, you have threats in midfield, you have threats in offense, you have such good coordination, such good individual skill for every single one of these guys. And I feel like every one of those guys had their game in this series where, like the first game was literally just a 2v3 and they still just absolutely dominated that one, winning 7-1. Game 2 and 3, Kamal came in and just made them so much better, giving them extra movement, extra space to work with. And it just seems like these guys are already so in sync, even though we're in the first game of the season for them.
Yeah, and then you see the ability of Ramen in game 3 to go from having 0 goals through the first half of the game to the second half of the game saying, "Alright, I'm gonna find 5 quick, like, let's just run it up." And that's exactly what's, the scary part. If you're any other team in this OCRS league right now, you gotta be worried from the Saints roster because, you have that ability from these players to just turn up at any moment and then just start finding the back of the net over and over and over again. But yeah, just like we were saying, 1-0 for both these rosters in the OCRS. We got some more action coming your way Sunday evening in this OCRS league. Very excited for that. So a quick look at the schedule. We're going to be playing your Waterloo Warriors here on 8 p.m. Sunday, June 13th. It will be, and then we got Friday, June 18th, 8 p.m. We'll be playing Ryerson, Rams B. And then on the 18th, Friday, 9 p.m. on the OCRS channel, we'll have St. Clair College Green versus Ottawa, U Ottawa A. And then on the Friday on 18th again. Oh, sorry, I was just saying that one. On the 20th, Sunday, 8 p.m., we have the AVGL Summer Series. The match is to be decided. And then the 25th, Friday on 8 p.m., we have OCRS St. Clair College Green versus the University of Windsor. Battle of Windsor. I'm always loving those. So
Mhm.
excited. Match and times are subject to change as always, as we are looking so much into the future here, as being 2 weeks into the future. So yeah, I mean, 2 weeks away from a Battle of Windsor, John. I am excited for that one. The viewership is always amazing for those. The love is always amazing for those. The hype, the battle between the two schools here. It's just great to see, and I am so excited to see that come our way.
Yeah, for sure. And even next week, they're going to be playing against the University of Ottawa A team on the official channel for the league. It is going to make it so much more interesting. Both, obviously, I think a series like this really, as much as we want to say, it shows a lot, it does show quite a bit. But I think there's so much more they have in store, especially when you're playing against, top tier team like U Ottawa A. I think they're going to have a lot of things. A lot of good things going for them after this series, but that is going to be the true litmus test on whether or not these guys are going to be able to perform in this group because they are going to be our most competitive team in this game so far. And sorry, in this league for this game.
Yeah, so to wrap things up for us here tonight, we want to give a quick shout out to our sponsors, that being St. Clair College Alumni Association, PC Outlet, the Zeckelman School of Business and Information Technology, St. Clair College, Tim Hortons, and finally the St. Clair SRC. We will not be able to put on this production without them. I mean, it's just so supportive to us and really helps us, run this whole production side of things for the St. Clair Saints esports program. So, like I was saying, huge shout out to them. Make sure you guys all show them some love. But wrapping things up here from the night, St. Clair College wins 3-0 again in the OCRS. My name is Jackson the Pride Brown, joined alongside John or Billabang. Thank you guys so much for watching some more OCRS Rocket League action. Thank you guys so much, and we'll see you all later on the next one.